Hi guys, for the 20th anniversary of the X-Men movies, Funko is going to be releasing 13 new X-Men pops from those movies. I wasn't planning on getting any of these pops when I heard about them, but they turned out a lot better than I expected. I wasn't a big fan of the X-Men movies, even though I really enjoyed First Class. I didn't like that they focused mostly on Wolverine, and that all the costumes were black. Especially when the comics and cartoons had really unique and colorful costumes. But looking at these pops made me really nostalgic for them. I might even get all of them eventually. First we have Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in his yellow and black suit. I think he was in the same costume for the first 3 movies. The yellow lines on the suit really pops. I also like the pose that he is in, with his claws out like that. The hair and beard is also really well done and accurate to the character. We are also going to be getting a Wolverine in his white tank top. I think he appears like this in most of the movies. This is a very iconic outfit for Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. I think they should have made his teeth bared like the picture that I found. Next we have Mystique from the first 3 movies, who I believe had the same designs for the first 3 movies. I really like the yellow glowing eyes and the bright red hair. I think the colors really work for pops. And of course the scale patterns are also really well done. We will also be getting a metallic version of Mystique, where she is completely metallic instead of just the scales like in the movie. I don't usually collect metallic versions, so I will probably just be getting the common. Next we will be getting Charles Xavier in his wheelchair. I don't really like how the head looks. I think the eyebrows are a bit too dark. I think he looks too young in the pop. He should have some more wrinkles, maybe around his cheeks. I really like the body sculpt though. I really like the seated position on the wheelchair, and one of his hands raised in a telekinetic pose. Next we have Magneto. The wrinkles on Magneto is a lot better done than Charles Xavier. The helmet looks really good, and the flowing cape looks really good as well. The pose is fantastic. I wasn't a really big fan of older Magneto, but I might even get this pop. We also have another one of Magneto. This one is younger Magneto in his Days of Future Past outfit. I think the pop looks better than the actual costume. I like the texture on the helmet, and the costume looks a lot better. Now we have Cyclops. I think this is from X-Men 2 because I can't find him wearing a coat in the first movie. Let me know in the comments below if he wears a coat in the first movie. I like that you can see his eyes behind the visor. I would have liked to see him have one hand on his visor, but I don't think they can do that with pops, because the head is too big. This one I'm really interested in getting because Cyclops is my favorite X-Men character, despite the black costume. Now we have Rogue from the first movie. She is wearing a green scarf and red gloves. You can see that she has taken off one of her gloves. I would have preferred seeing her in her green coat. Now we have Nightcrawler from X-Men 2. The pop is a lot more bright and colorful than the character from the movie. I really like the patterns on his face. His clothes look like circus clothes. I don't remember if he's from the circus or not. Let me know in the comments below. I think this pop looks a lot better than the character in the movie. Now we have Jean Grey, or the Phoenix from the 3rd movie. This scene is from the end of the movie. I like the cracks on her face and her hair blowing all around her. And I really like her floating pose. The costume is also really well done. Next we have Storm from the 3rd movie. I really like how they did her hair. I also really like the blue lightning bolt around her, and her cape looks really cool. The white eyes are also a nice touch. Hair looks different in every movie. There are lots of different variants they can do for future ones. Lastly, we have Beast from the third movie. He is wearing his business suit instead of his costume. Prefer his business suit look over his X-Men costume. And that's all for now. Let me know in the comments below which ones you plan on getting. Also let me know which ones you'd like to see in future releases.